Hello, everybody, and welcome to another chapter in the long legacy of the Big Ten Conference. It's a championship game in the new expanded Big Ten, and there are high stakes here. Not just a conference championship, but potentially positioning themselves for a run at the national championship with an automatic bid. We're going to be treated to not just a top 10 matchup, but a battle for a conference championship and an automatic bid to the college football playoff with the first round bye that goes with it. So a lot at stake here. As we'll see the number 7 team in the country, the West Virginia Mountaineers, taking on the 5th-ranked team, the Michigan Wolverines. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. From inside the 15-yard line and bringing it out. He'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun, an inside handoff. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Offense getting set. It's second down. The pass is picked off. He's got some room and some blockers here. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Wow, what a play, a defensive score.
Oh, my gosh. I mean, the defense could not have written a better script than this. First drive of the game, not only do you come up with a pick, but you spot your offense 6 points right away. I wouldn't be surprised if they tell their offense, just sit back and take it easy, fellas.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he'd left that one in the end zone. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after going a pick 6 last time out here. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the 2nd and 3rd down coming up.
Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
The pass ball is incomplete. A big 4th down stop for this defense.
Chris, I just don't get it. You're inside your own red zone, and you're going for it here? You might as well just give the opponent the ball and a chance to score an easy touchdown.
Outstanding field position to begin this drive. Ball handed off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, the offensive line is completely occupied with that defensive front. That freed up that linebacker to shoot right through that gap and blow up the ball carrier. What a play.
And now from the pistol formation. Trying to find room. It's Stevens. And tackled there by the defense. And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. They'll try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
Wow, you love to see this. First drive of the game, and the offense goes to the ground game to come up with that critical first down here on third down. Impressive, and now they got a real shot here inside the 10-yard line.
The Mountaineers looking to finish the drive here. It's first and goal. First and goal, handoff. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Solid gain puts him in good position for second down and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Mountaineers. He just goes up and over the pile for that touchdown.
And that's some serious vertical by this running back. A well-earned touchdown on the goal line.
And they'll set up now for the extra point drop. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. Remember, last time they went for it on fourth down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he'll pick up the first down, stopped at the 27.
Of course they're going to pick up the first down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Hoare. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. He's moving out of the pocket now. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Mobility can be a blessing or a curse for some quarterbacks. Sometimes they feel that they can make a play on every single opportunity because they have such speed. Instead of just getting down or throwing it away, they try to force the issue. This one almost backfires on him as he tried to squeeze that throw in. He's lucky he didn't throw an interception.
That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Boy, Chris, you watch a completion like that and with the efficiency, it makes you kind of think back to all the quarterbacks and receivers that they've had who made it look this easy. Of course, you start with Tom Brady, but think of the year Brian Griese had, 1997, that national championship year. Chad Henne going back to Elvis Grbac and all the great receivers. So this is within their history. It's good that they're leaning on it.
Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And he's got it. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kurt, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Second down, looking to throw it. Caught in the flat by the running back. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
How about the discipline of this defense here on second down? You're anticipating a pass. They've got pretty much everybody covered. And then once the back has the ball, how about the speed to be able to bring him down? Now it's third down.
7th play of the drive coming up, but it is third down and long. Looks like he's going to run it. The ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Crucial takeaway.
As a quarterback who scramble, you pick up such good yards, but you have to get down and protect the football and take care of yourself from those big hits. Because if you don't, run the risk of coughing it up like you did on that play.
And the Mountaineers offense is back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. One man in the backfield, and he'll get the football. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
And the Mountaineers are in the red zone now. Same tailback, another carry. Fights off a defender. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Takes the handoff and tests the left side. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, West Virginia. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Kick is good, and the kicker got clobbered. Flags all over the field. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage, but he should have left the ball in the end zone. The offense with plenty of field to work with, backed up close to their own end zone. They'll run it here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's Exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
Second down after that previous play. The linebacker shifting around now. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. He lets it go on the move, looking deep. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense.
Let's go.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. Wow, back-to-back deep shots. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. They're going to have to make some adjustments there and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out.
West Virginia 21, Michigan 0.
We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Caught quickly. Tackle at the 28. This offense threatening now. Another first down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Will he score here? And he'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back. But the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
Point after is good. They're down 14 now, 21-7. Now they get set to kick it away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the West Virginia offense is back out on the field. You take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going?
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Back behind the quarterback, line in pistol. Here's the handoff. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll raise 2nd and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Handoff in a single back formation. The Mountaineers pick up enough yardage to move the sticks.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line. But give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
And the Mountaineers pick up enough yardage to get a first down. And he's got it again. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
The Mountaineers begin a new series here, 1st and 10. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Okay,
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Looking for a gap. It's Stevens. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. He'll hand it off. In the clear at the 25. Out of bounds after another big gain on the ground. This running game has been unstoppable today. Well, they trust the running game on 3rd down there and come up with a huge chunk play.
Chris, to me it looked like the defense was just selling out to try to come up with a stop on 3rd down, and once the back got the yards he needed, he looked a little bit surprised. He was still on his feet and looked around and saw that he had room to run and picked up some big yards. Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
This will be the 10th play of the drive, but it's 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Intercepted in the end zone.
I love this quarterback's athletic ability and the way he can create and improvise. Unfortunately here, he just didn't locate the defender when he throws the interception.
And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe? Looking to throw it deep. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the 1st and the 2nd option aren't there. By the 3rd option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Not much on the return, but they snuff out the drive with the takeaway.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the 2nd half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite him.
There's contact on the throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Looking for a deep completion. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
That's playing to the echo of the whistle here in this 1st half. They just keep pouring it on. Why not just continue to be aggressive? It's worked out so far for them. What a big lead they've worked up now here in this 1st half.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Miller's going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Wolverines will kick it off to begin the 2nd half. Turn starts inside the 15. He's brought down at the 28. That's where the drive will start. And the West Virginia offense is back out on the field. Defense showing blitz here. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Takes the handoff again. Fights through a tackle. They stop him at the 45, but that's good for a first down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. Looking to make a big play downfield. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Touchdown, Mountaineers. And the beatdown continues. So the offense flexing their curtain and stretching their lead here in the second half.
Now that touchdown gives you a little bit more breathing room, but now it's up to your own defense to help preserve that lead so you can go back out and build onto it in the second half.
And the PAT is good. There's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Oh, the read option here, and the quarterback keeps it. I thought he was going to get out and maybe take this downfield for big yards. The defense, very fortunate to keep him to a shorter gain.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And he will make the first down. Tackled at the 26.
It's a good, solid gain. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
First and 10 now for the offense. Handoff heading left. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Ball handed off. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
The Wolverines moving quickly down the field here. Looking for his big tight end. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down.
Nice play-action call here by this offensive coordinator. You know, you can freeze those linebackers just for a split second. Usually that's going to give you enough room to be able to get that tight end behind them. And if the quarterback can make a nice tight throw like this, pick up some big yards.
Stiff arms the man. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior. And the Wolverines move into the red zone. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. He can't stop him. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the Mountaineers offense is back out on the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
The back's got it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
There you go, defense. Listen, it's not been a great day for these guys, but this time they stepped up and took out some of that frustration. Nice play.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? He's hit as he throws it. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play.
Well, I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance, but he held it just a little bit too long. The defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
And the Mountaineers will line up to punt it away. Son to kick it away, helping his team with field position. Makes the defender miss. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Breaking free at the 35. They make the stop, but not before he gains the first down. The screenplay works.
Chris, as this play was unfolding, the only thing I wanted to know was he going to get the ball over the defense to the running back. Once the back caught the ball, look out. Big yards ahead.
It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. The tight end goes in motion before the snap. Tailback takes the handoff again. That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4.
Chris, I just don't know about short gains like this, especially keeping the ball on the ground. The clock keeps moving. They need points on that scoreboard in a hurry. Got to throw the football. You cannot afford to allow this clock to keep ticking.
And the quarterback dropping back. He's running out of time here. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Wolverines. That's a crucial response for this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
And the point after is right down the middle.
35. Michigan 14.
He'll bring it out from his end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Mountaineers offense is back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
It's not been their day as a defense, but you can see they have not given up. What a big hit into the backfield that time.
They lose yards on first down, so 2nd and long from the 16. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
West Virginia 35. Michigan 14.
A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on 3rd down. Offense looking to throw the ball. Defense is coming after him. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down now.
The offensive staff just took a collective sigh of relief. But I'd still anticipate that someone's going to pull that ball carrier aside, give him a couple choice words on the importance of ball security.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. And they'll down this punt near the 45. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. Keeping it on the ground here. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Here's the second down play. Off play action, he's looking to throw. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job at taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game.
After the incompletion, they'll have to try to convert here on 3rd and 9. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Quick throw to the left. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Whoa, you talk about a big hit there? I think this guy holds on to this football at a critical 3rd down if this linebacker doesn't lower the blow. Great timing on that hit to prevent the PI call and to get this team to 4th down.
4th down. He's throwing for it. Using his legs here. Quick throw to the left side. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the 1st down. They've got him, but he easily makes the 1st down, and this drive keeps going.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a 1st down.
And he's finally tackled at the 3. Defense getting pushed backwards.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
They'll try to run this one in. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now 3rd down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to run it in. Touchdown, Michigan. This offense is still clicking.
Well, I just love to see an offense finish off a drive. You get inside that 5-yard line, you've got to be able to pound the ball to the goal line and into the end zone. Great job to finish it off.
PAT cuts it to a 14-point game, 35-21. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. West Virginia offense is back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Of 2.
After a 1st down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 23. And now the handoff. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Christy, this spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
He's looking deep here. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Hey, I understand the aggressive approach here on third down and long, trying to pick up the first down, but look at the scoreboard. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter. Smart play would have been to keep running the football, work the clock, force them to use their timeouts. Now, fourth down and long with the lead. Tough decision here. I think you got to punt it away.
And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. Off the play fake on first down. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
Throws it to the right. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down. The offense really clicking here. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Bringing pressure. On the junior, gets home, making a sack there.
This is good pressure by the defense, but it just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
Second down now after the sack. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. The defense with more pre-snap movement. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And he's intercepted for the 4th time tonight. Look out, he's got some space. Powers through a tackle. Finally steps out of bounds after a long return. What a play by the defense.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in and down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down. That gain sets up a third down play. And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. Big third down play. If they can't get the stop, they have to consider calling a timeout. Can he get there on the ground? And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Third down play for this offense. On the ground, it's Stevens. Tackle made, but there's a flag down on the field. So the holding penalty in the offense backs him up 10 yards. One of those critical third down plays coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Just gets it away. It's a deep ball. Oh, and it's picked off. A crushing mistake. Going the other way. Can they stop him? And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
He's escaping the pocket now. Looking right. This one caught. Tackle finally made, but it's a huge gain. They'll spot it at the 34.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot, but I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some...
And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
And the West Virginia offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Second down play coming up. And now the running back's got it again. He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Offense facing 3rd and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough 4th down decision? The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Offense facing 3rd and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough 4th down decision? They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Brought down to the 46, good enough for a 1st down.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big 3rd down, know what you need to do, get the 1st down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
It's always a special year when after all the work you put in, you can call yourselves champions of the Big Ten. And now with the playoff spot locked up, the spotlight gets even brighter. We're going to find out where they're going to be playing as they continue to pursue a national championship. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.